surround Hello.
Hello.
Yay.
Okay, I just got a quick joke. This is what pictures look like. Stock pictures be like.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, though.
Okay.
Premium stock pictures be like.
Yeah, I had to do many things at the same time getting in the house because I had to set everything up, get all my D&D stuff out of my drawers, and get changed out of my school uniform within a space of a couple minutes.
The
On the
Flash.
topic of school, do you have your dirt in the bag?
Uh,
Which you don't need for tomorrow, but remember to put it in for the love of God. Just remember for Friday.
look.
Yeah, dirt book.
Do I actually
Hey,
have
my
it?
backgrounds.
That is trippy as hell.
Oh.
I can't actually. see the
I won't lie to you, the stream hasn't popped up for me, so I don't think it's on.
It says
I have a different book for map questions.
I'll have a look, see if it's on.
Do I look crazy right now?
No.
Yes.
I have
How about now?
another book for application of
You don't
skills
even
that was
exist,
from
buddy.
earlier. I have two books now. You are.
Oh no, you are live. There's one person watching you. Now there's me.
I hope they don't see
I
me
had to
doing
make that three. I can
No,
go
it's
pop
just
on
a
the
dark
stream
screen.
too.
Good.
Can you see it? I'm guessing not.
That's what we can see.
Where's my?
Whoa.
Oh,
Woo!
this is interesting.
Yep.
Can we fix this?
What did you do?
I don't know.
Did something happen?
I need a hoodie. Right.
Echo.
Screen. I can have a green screen effect? I forgot that.
Also, you're the only one who's apparently viewing. There's one person viewing right now. I don't know who it is.
Oh.
Definitely not me.
You say that like
Yeah, there's a
you
movie
hate
team
me,
in the house.
Aiden.
Yes,
You say that like you hate
I heard
me.
me. What?
What?
No,
You
no,
say
no,
that
no.
like
I
you
don't
hate
hate.
me.
Who hates you?
No. It'd either be me watching the stream or me participating in the stream, because my Wi-Fi will kill itself if I do both. So, because the upload is smarter than the download, so yeah.
Sir,
Oh.
why can I not fix this?
If it's with OBS, what's the problem?
It's not OBS. It's
Life.
trying to share my screen. Let me share. Wait, did I turn?
Where are you?
I feel like I turned something off that I shouldn't
Where
have.
are
I was across the field. Now I'm in the cold box.
No, I'm so sorry. Fair enough. No, I'm so sorry. Entertaining that one person who I think is just Jackson at this point.
I could go make it too. I could join in.
It worked?
I found it.
What did
Oh,
you
what
do?
did you find?
The end of the world.
Was it a button?
I'm
Please tell me it was a
Screen share
button.
source. Screen share source.
Oh, there we go. I'm seeing something different, but I'm not seeing us.
Might fix itself.
Sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
It might fix itself. It might not. Anyway.
You have achieved new levels of blue, Aiden.
He has,
Wait.
hasn't he?
I can
Yep,
throw
it's
that
working
now.
now.
Sweet. Nice to know.
Oops.
Oh,
It's
Aiden's good.
Inception.
Yeah. This. Yeah. I didn't think this would happen.
Aiden messed up. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Aiden.
I'm looking for the correct colors, and I'm looking through all the
You're
seeds.
going-
I've
We're
made.
just gonna ignore that top corner.
Yep.
I'm in top
Last
corner.
session
Wow.
was eventful, to say the least.
Yeah.
Aiden ended up, well, Ethor ended up doing some frisky moves with his god. I don't even want to know what's going in that corner.
Just tape it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Oops.
You
I'll keep it
all
as this.
got attacked. Well, you had magical cage drop on your heads. Your animals then disappeared. And then you had to run away from a bunch of hungry wolves.
Yep.
Who Adira and Ethor have currently killed.
Don't give me for the credit.
I barbecued two of them.
You had like
Um,
how many wolves was there?
Adira and Ethor. Like, Ethor had some part in it. Adira had
Yeah.
the most part in it because
There
she went into rage.
There were
and
six.
decided
There were
to
6
murder
wolves, right? 6.
Yeah, and I
In
got a
total?
third.
people. In total, 1, 2, 3,
That attacked Adira and Ethor.
8.
I got a quarter.
You got
25%.
2. Yeah, you got 2.
Yeah, a
and
quarter.
Adira got the other 6.
6.
Which is,
You
quite
used
bad.
a firewall.
Used
Yeah.
firewall.
Adira slashed them to bits.
And
No,
Warren
behead
currently has one eye. And
Which
Ruri
eye is it? Is it
seems-
my right or left one?
I don't know. Let's find out.
How blind am I?
Let's find out. in today's-
You're not as
I'm
blind as
thinking
me.
it was the left. The left one. I'm thinking. Well, my left.
Yeah, I think it's your left. So my right.
Okay.
So,
So
this one.
This one.
Yes. Slashed out. Currently bleeding profusely. It's not enough to literally take your eye out of the socket. But there is 4 quite healthy scars going from just above your eyebrow down to like the middle of your cheek. And Ruri seems, other than a little bit frazzled, he seems okay. Warren and Ruri,
Yes.
you both start to. He is frail. And
I'm fragile. I can't see my text in this team, so I made one word.
Both Ruri and Warren start to walk towards what they can only assume to be Adira and Ethor. Because
Yes.
suddenly the blue dark forest is lit in an ember glow.
Can't be that hard to miss. I will walk towards the light.
The forest that Ethor so tactfully set fire to
Oh
is
dear.
now burning around you.
You started a wild. Do you know how hard they are to put out? How flammable are the trees?
You see, you try to kill people and this is what happens. At least it's killing to me.
We have a problem now. I don't have anything for fire disposal.
God's sake.
You're like, what the fuck is going on with this curl? Dude,
So fluffy.
it's just got the one.
I have this.
The one.
I have
Curly
this
hair
sticky
problem.
uppy bit from Tintin. Don't at me about your hair not functioning.
What is hair function? My hair is
It's
just.
just that one, like, thick.
These jars work.
It doesn't.
You talk about curls?
Okay.
Yeah, but you're just floof boy. Anyway, back to the fire. Arson.
Luckily
No,
for
arson.
the rest of you, you all know that dear old Ruriru is a water cleric.
Rory, get your ass over here.
Ethor,
Is
roll
it
me a
dumbass?
history check.
Oh, for God's sake.
Just roll me a history check. Buddy boy,
I'm
roll me a
confused.
history check.
Okay, let me find history.
Rory, get your ass over here immediately. Swear to God, if you detach a
Running through
hose,
the forest
just-
towards the fire, which is probably like the worst thing to do.
What did I get post?
We will be firefighters.
10.
You vaguely remember in some way that Astra was a water god, and you think that she might stop you from burning down her forest. Maybe. You're not entirely sure.
Uh-oh.
Oh, first couple fight. Look at this go.
Now, Ruri and
There.
Warren, you are getting smacked in the face, even though you can only see with like one eye. You are getting smacked in the face with large leaves as Ruri sprints through this forest as fast as the man can go, heading
dear.
straight towards a blazing inferno. Adira and Ethor, you are now standing in a small clearing surrounded by dead wolves, which are now set on fire. Yes, father to the rescue. Father is coming for his children. Father is not happy with Ethor.
Everything's fine. Everything's okay. Just
be on the
remain
dog.
calm. Sidestep out of the situation. Evacuate. I wasn't here. It wasn't me. This is that one.
At this point,
Where's Ethor?
Adira, I want you to roll me a medicine check.
Oh, great. God, I'm dead. Let me find it. Hold on. Oh, God. Wait, let me turn off my camera. Boop.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is Ether got to go on the naughty step? It's really just got to put him in a pond, so we can't set him.
11.
11.
Bond.
There is this
Bond.
thumping pain in... Well, it's been there for a while. This pain that's kind of right about here, kind of circling, thumping in the front four of your mind. And you can feel, even though your entire face is covered in blood, something warm starts to drip down, and the only reason you actually notice is because it drips over your eye. And as you raise your hand to your head, these small bumps that have been just on your hairline are now pointed with small horns, which are emblazed onto your head. So currently they're only maybe a couple centimeters tall, maybe an inch, but black, pointed, and two on either side, and you can feel these small spines as your hand grazes down your neck, small spines coming out of your spine.
Makes sense.
As one would find them.
Your skin is now a darker green with more of a brownish tone, similar to that of what you assume to be humans, of like a darker which is strange to you, seeing as you've spent your entire life being green as grass.
I am Shrek Fury.
Oh, I have a
Sorry,
donut.
that was unexpected. Carrying on, you are currently standing, in a blazing inferno. Is there anything you guys wanna do?
Oh, I don't know, maybe run! Logical explanation, run to where father is. If we can
I'm
even
just gonna
see him.
search up a spell real quick.
I'm gonna eat this donut.
Or just sit there and cry and say that everything's fine. Just rock my chair that is non-existent. Donut. We love donut.
Thunderclap. I'm just gonna quickly check something
Check
to
your
see if
Discord, Mina.
Ooh. Hold on, give me a minute.
Can I use thunderclap on the fire?
I'm
Explain
sorry.
to me the specifics of the thunderclap quickly.
Well, it makes a loud noise, so but my guess, it would also make some air as well. A powerful proof of air.
You may. Does this need a roll, or is this just you thing and you do it, or is this a damage attack? there's a lot of
You think you
combinations
do
of
it.
spells. It's either you thing and you do it, or it's you roll attack for it. Do you do damage when you do
roll
thunderclap?
attack and damage for it.
Yes.
That's
Okay. Roll me attack on the air.
Ah, yes, I attack air.
Yes.
Airbender to a whole new level.
What'd you get?
What
That face is
was
lower
the
than me.
what was the bonus? Spell attack bonus. Would that
Yeah.
is that when you roll? Okay, I got 5.
I don't like your
5.
smiling.
Dira, as you're turning around, kind of facing this fire, you hear this massive booming bang.
Don't kill you.
It kind of
Okay.
shakes the ground underneath your feet for a second. Your ears take a second to come back to life, but it does absolutely nothing. It just makes loud noises.
Well, at least we know where they are. Roughly.
And in the
Okay,
distance,
can I try again?
Warren and Rory, you can both hear this massive boom that kind of sends a shockwave through the ground. Doesn't really do anything to the trees around you. But Rory kind of stops for a second and is just like, they're definitely that way, and just keeps running.
Can I try again?
It's like dumbass, it's off. Yes.
You may try again.
I want it to work. So dice, please help.
At least you're acting like a pinpoint location so we can find your dumbass.
I'm a pinpoint for any enemy.
You're being a beacon right now.
Well, I mean, the
Get
fire
that
is
axe
pretty
ready,
much a
hero.
beacon already. So, I mean, the fire's already a beacon. So the sound.
Let people know where you are.
I mean, it's a fire. You're in a forest. Forest fires
I
aren't.
could just
like
do
a-
this.
It's a normal thing, but it's not like a regular. So it's probably a bit weird. But currently, there's not really anyone around you.
I could just go with my hand up to the fire and just do this vigorously. Try and see this.
So
Try stamping it with your feet.
as Ethor tries to prepare this spell once again, wanting to do anything. Adira just walks over to this large patch of fire and just starts waving her hands, and like trying to stomp her feet on the fire, trying to put it out. You end up just engulfing your foot in flames. It does absolutely nothing to you. But you're just standing there stamping out fire that just keeps springing back up.
Look, it's better than what he was
I got
doing.
22.
Okay?
You got 22.
Oh,
Yes.
Does he do something for once?
I
Once again,
I-
which are we facing are you facing towards the fire?
well, yeah.
Okay.
please don't hit me.
Let me just grab some.
If I looked away from the fire and did it, that wouldn't work because I would be.
Yeah, but I could be
away.
next to the fire. Hello.
Well, your foot's on
Yeah.
fire, so.
Yeah, and if I got air like going the other way, that might get you into the fire anyway. Whereas I'm trying to push it away.
What's my HP? Quickly, hold on.
I gotta go double check mine too.
Adira,
Where are we at?
Warren,
What's my HP?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna need both of you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
What is that? How does one do that?
You see,
Pray to
Tom,
God.
use your save mod.
Oops.
I'm praying to the hope that I get Daniel's modifier luck, not his modifiers, but the luck he gets on his rolls. Please.
Where's the save mod? Oh, okay.
At the top of the page.
Which save mod?
Con.
Oh, thank God.
Aiden, what's your dex stat?
Is that just is that with a nat
Dex?
20? Sorry.
I have a
So my
7.
dex score
Yeah, your dex.
16.
Yeah, 16. Okay,
I have a
Yes.
7.
you got a
I
7.
got a 17.
You got a 17. Okay, Adira, somehow in this mess of fire and loud noise, you are completely fine. Ethor, I need you to roll me 2d6s.
Wait, what?
2d6s.
Okay.
Roll me 2d6s.
10.
Oh.
Pardon? I need
Sorry?
the numbers like separately.
6 and 4.
6 and 4.
Why do you roll high when you don't need to roll high?
I roll high when I don't need it to be.
Warren,
Like, I'm aiming for the
with
fire.
only one eye, luckily for you, Rory is standing in front of you. So he gets the
One
majority
question.
of the shockwave.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you.
But your ears still ring and they feel like they might start bleeding as you take 4 hit points.
My boy.
Oh, I am so close to death. Ah!
Or Aiden, I'm gonna kill you.
I am kicking your ass, Aiden.
Trust me, I
This
have the
happened,
ability to do
Ethor.
so.
Now I have
also,
like multiple people against me.
the fire doesn't move. It doesn't do anything. It's completely the same, other than the very small patch that Adira has managed to stamp out.
I'm better than you, even with your own magic.
And with one hand clutched over his ear,
Are we there yet? Like Warren and Rory, someone to do a
you're
thing?
standing on the edge of the
Can I run and punch Ethor? Just like just right up in like, you know, the very sensitive area of the guy.
Nicely done. I will clap from the
you
distance.
may.
As I'm making my character a bit more kind, yeah, I'll take that.
Son of a bitch. How dare you?
Not gonna lie, it was a theory. I tested it.
I nearly died.
That's a
With
theory.
one hand clutched over his ear, one of Rory's hands goes out in front of him as his hair starts to glide and float around him, and all of you are encompassed in a small cube surrounding the fire as rain starts to pour heavily, putting out
Jax.
the fire almost instantly.
Well, that's.
Thank you, Father.
Also, Jax,
Yes.
Can I?
how far away was Warren and Ruri compared to me, and how far away was Adira away from me?
If you make me lose hit points,
No,
I'm
no,
going
no,
to
no.
murder
I think
you.
I might be able to save you guys by accident.
Can I
By
punch
an error.
Ethor now?
They were.
You can only damage within 5 feet or self.
No, you're not. If
It's
you read it,
I'm reading.
ranger area is 5 feet, but the sound can be heard from
Yeah.
100 feet. Each creature within the range, which is the
Each
100
creature
feet.
other than you within 5 feet of you must take a Constitution saving throw.
That's not what
Within
it says.
5 feet.
That's not
It
what it
says
says
here.
in D&D Beyond.
And are we? What?
Can I punch Ethor
We're
now?
using 2 different pieces of information now.
Also, the you're standing like in the middle of a 10-foot like radius, so it'd hit anyway. There's like 5 foot on one side, 5 foot on the other side, so it would hit. Don't worry.
Next, real quick question. When did you start using D&D Beyond for this information? Didn't you use D&D Wiki Dot at some point?
For spells, I don't mind using D&D Beyond. Everything else, I use D&D Wiki Dot.
This is the one time that you're supposed to use spell for. Ah. I thought I was being smart there. Why you gotta put me down now?
I have a feeling that Warren's trying to communicate through the fourth wall.
Go on, Warren. What are you
Can I punch Ethor in its very
Roll me
sensitive
attack.
area for a dude?
Roll me.
Okay,
I already said
thanks.
roll me attack.
No, you didn't.
Did I not?
You didn't, buddy. No, you said it in your
Roll me
head.
attack. Roll me attack.
I have an 18.
You got an 18.
Ethor,
Like,
This
sir.
classes as a unarmed strike.
I do 1 damage anyway, but can I?
I
Can
can
I
totally do
swear?
a reaction spell.
Can I do rude gestures? Can
I
I?
mean, that's completely up to you.
That's just general, but attacking is different. But you're attacking me mentally, so yeah, I guess you have to ask that.
You take psychic damage.
Right. I'll just swear profusely. In what languages do I speak? Just gonna check that for a bit.
Every single language.
Well, it can't really
Right.
hurt me if it's a language that I don't understand. So
Right, I'm just gonna swear very profusely in. What does Ether not understand?
quite a lot.
What languages do you speak? I need to know.
Common, Dwarvish, Goblin, Orc.
Anything else?
Do you not speak Elfish?
Yes, I was trying to.
Okay,
put that
I
out.
want to swear profusely, like really horrible, hurtful swears at them, in Dwarvish while I punch.
Okay.
I thought you were aiming for something I don't understand.
What's your strength set?
Like, yeah, give me a minute. It is a 10.
Your strength is that low, which means it's.
Ooh.
I am a midget. I am 3 foot tall. What do you
Sorry.
expect?
I expected to. I still can't get over you with that fucking squishy cream. Anyway, so yes, you may hit him. You want to describe to me what you do, because
Okay, just sort of like see him sprint towards them, just like getting into position to like punch him where the sun don't shine, and just start swearing in absolute proper, profuse, horrible swears in Dwarvish, and just punch him with all my force.
Do you know how tempted I am just to use a reaction spell on you?
You deserve it. I nearly died.
Well, you will die if I use a reaction spell, so be careful.
in the background, as Ethor pain shoots through your abdomen as you lose 1 hit point. In the background, you hear Rory gasp in horror as he understands every single word. Warren! Don't
What?
talk like that!
He deserves it.
I
I
also
know he deserves
hear
it, but
Dwarvish.
don't talk like that!
I'm just gonna switch to like undercommon and just continue with thieves' cant and just continue on.
Rory just kind of throws his hand up in the air and like I don't know what to do with you lot anymore as the rain stops pouring. And are you okay?
Sorry, there's a fly that's bothering me.
As you all stand there in the charred forest.
Oh, that was smooth.
Ethor, even though there is no clouds that you can see, you hear this clap of thunder in the far off distance, seeming to come from the sky.
I think
Water
it's screwed.
that had previously been soaking into the earth starts to form around your feet, forming into the symbol that you know so well, seeing as it is emblazoned onto your robes.
Oh no.
Oh, you made your wifey mad.
Yeah.
The symbol made of water starts to glow as Astria walks out from the partly charred forest.
Warren, I have time to go. Let's just back into the distance and just.
I'm gonna just go hold hands with Adria just real quick.
Real question: how much damage did I get from getting kicked or punched in the?
1 hit point. Just
Okay.
one.
Warren,
My
do you
power.
particularly have popcorn by any chance?
No, but I do have a lollipop and some gingerbread tasting chocolate.
Yep, that's what we're doing. Enjoy the show.
She calmly runs her finger along one of the charred, almost dead-looking plants, and it instantly comes back to life. As she walks, water trails along behind her, taking the soot and ash away. She gets to in front of Ethor. And while she isn't exactly smiling, there's this look of resound happiness. She sighs quietly, not exactly sure what to say, as you kind of stand awkwardly in front with the three of your friends kind of crowded at the edge of the clearing, all huddled together, whispering between themselves like teenagers. Well, that didn't go to plan now, did it?
No.
Ethor. Didn't exactly go to plan, did it?
No.
No, I thought not. As in the corner you hear the whispered chants of fight, 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 fight. She turned slightly to look at the three of you standing with your hands chanting fight, 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 fight. She smiles slightly. Why? Why would I want to fight him? Yes, he burned down part of the forest, but that can be resolved. Plus, I wouldn't want to hurt the father of my new child. Turns
Sorry.
to
Sorry.
look
Sorry.
at Ethor. Congratulations. And Rory stands at the corner and in the smallest voice ever goes, Mazel tov? He's just like kind of standing there, just like rounding around Adira, just like, is this supposed to be happening? I don't feel like it's supposed to be happening. Why is there a child now? Is it Ethor's child? I'm confused.
I know this is a sentiment moment, but I will threaten him if he ever hurts that child. I swear to God.
I will
Why
punch you
would I-
again.
Why would I hurt the
You
child?
have incredibly good reason to. And she kind of rolls her eyes towards Ethor. I should probably go. But, hope to see you soon. And she doesn't really wait for a response as Ether kind of chokes on his own words, trying to not. She's not entirely sure whether he's happy or sad, but
Surprise, happy. It's a very confused thing. It's mixed emotions.
she's
See you later.
she's sure that he'll come around if he hasn't already. And she walks towards the edge of the clearing and she goes, "Oh, it's a boy, by the way. He'll be here in about 3 days."
Enjoy.
And as she steps into the edge of the clearing, she's gone. The forest around you almost completely cleared of charred debris. The forest
So-
seeming to
Zoe.
grow anew as you can see plants springing up from the earth that her footprints have been on.
Just out of character, Amazon.
Also, I just want to do this in character. Go up to Warren. No, yeah, me and Warren. Don't know if Warren wants to participate in this, buddy.
I'm
Me
happy.
and Warren
Let's go.
go
Yeah.
up to Ethor and say, if you hurt your damn kid or hurt, I swear to God, lay a finger on him that is painful, I will kill you. And I mean that literally. I will use
They'll never
rage and
find
kill
the
you.
body.
Why would I hurt my own child?
We don't know. You have a very
You
bad
almost
cat.
killed Warren by accident.
Accident. See, I ran a theory, not thinking of
That's still
consequences.
bad.
I will be careful with the child.
You better.
Worry?
Yeah.
Worry? Hold on. Who's that? Rory,
Worry.
back me up on this.
Worry?
Right, next order of business.
If
What
you
we're gonna
hurt
name
that
it?
child, sin be upon you, mate. Hell will rain down, quite literally.
They will never find your body at all.
Well, I mean,
That's
we
a
are
little
fighting
bit
the
extreme,
evil
but
god.
we're going that direction.
Well, we are going to go fight possibly my ex-god. So
You
Yeah.
say it like you married him. Please tell me you didn't have a child with that one too.
no.
He
That
gets
would have
around.
been a little bit complicated there.
A little.
I mean, I
A
don't
little
know
bit
what
weird.
Asmodeus is
wiped it.
capable of. This is, I
He
don't
wiped
know what's
my
going on
mind.
with Ethor's biology.
He wiped my mind.
That
Uh-huh.
You
that
may
That
piss
would
them off.
contend
Who
as
knows?
unconsensual sex. Then let's carry on. Let's move away from that. Yeah,
Right.
it's
Nope.
just
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
Next order of business: names.
Names.
We need good, strong names.
good stuff.
Oh yeah. By the way, we are having a conversation about names. I swear to God.
Yes. We
Do
need
not
names
name
for
him
them.
Snow.
No. We
I
need a
got
good,
name
strong
for
name.
child. I got name for child.
Okay.
In the earth, at your feet, Adira, seems to move the water rising only in a few places, as it spells out Aithen.
Athan?
Aithen.
Ethan. Child.
Okay. I can deal with that. That's a cool name. That child is gonna be
Ethan.
awesome.
Oh hell yeah! Teach it so many cool tricks. We can go steal shit together.
Yes.
I wouldn't recommend teaching the child how to steal things, but
For survival purposes, of course. You never know when you need to steal off of really nasty rich people to survive. But never do anything else.
I don't know
You
if
can also
that
give
was
it a
aimed
hand
at
axe and defend
me.
it. Self
I am
defense.
certainly glad that I'm here to make sure that you guys don't turn this child into the next criminal gang member.
I'm more
Oh, no,
thinking
no,
of
no, no,
like
no.
you
Gang
could
leader,
teach them how to
even worse.
survive by stealing things they need and like escaping things, like really bad situations.
Okay,
No,
Because
I'll,
heaven God,
I'll
they're
teach
gonna need
my
it.
child's survival better than what I can do myself.
Because
You're gonna teach your child survival.
if they have
Yes.
Ethor's bad luck with being in constant fights with people, they're gonna need those skills to escape. Trust me.
I'll make my
that's
child
fair.
a
That's
bit
fair.
more supportive than what I am to other people. I'll be supportive of the child, but how I've treated people in my past,
Yeah,
I'll make sure the child does better.
you better.
Not
You
better
gotta
as in
fix that
worse
child's
than
head.
me.
Yep.
If you mess that child up, we're taking it to therapy and fixing it, okay?
I don't think you can fix a child
Pretty
like that,
sure
but
you need
sure.
to fix yourself before you fix the child, firstborn.
I don't even know what's wrong with me, so I can't fix that.
That's fair, mate. That's fair. Um,
Therapy.
out of character. How? What's all of your HP like?
7.
Crying. Mine is currently at 11.
I have
I'm
7.
still I'm still at full with 4 temp HP.
Oh,
So just suggesting this now. You're in a clearing, um, somewhere you believe to be somewhere either in the middle of the forest or near the edge of the forest. Um, but
do we nap here or do we move on?
you could move on if you wanted to.
Pets.
We're nearly dead.
I know, but pets. I miss
I
Emily.
can't see out of one eye.
That's
Break.
you guys could all take a short rest or a long rest if you want. Long rest would have to be minimum 8 hours. Short rest is minimum an hour.
I would want to do a long rest. Honestly,
Long rest.
I'm not even existent. I'm surprised I'm even holding together. I'm in shreds.
Yeah, I'm missing an
I-
eye.
I want my spell slots to be refilled. I want everything to be back to normal.
Just
Like-
reset.
Whoever wants to can make me either a survival or an investigation check.
I'll do
Okay.
Let me see where everything is. Hold on.
I'll do
Okay.
investigation.
Right. It's like when we do go to sleep, can I curl up next to like Adria? Just kind of
Yes.
curl up, hugging the
17.
teddy
Hugging the
with like knife. You just vibing.
Ether, what did you get?
17.
17.
Yep,
Hold
I
on.
got 17
Hang on.
for investigation.
13.
13.
What we rolling for again?
Investigation or survival.
Investigation or survival, whichever one is the best.
13.
Yeah, we're on creative mode.
13. Okay. Ethor, the rest of you don't really notice, but Ethor, you do notice that you are near the edge of the forest. There's probably, by the looks of things, there is light coming out of the trees, so you're probably about 30 feet away from what you can assume to be a dirt road. But at the edge of the clearing, there are paw prints. At first, you think that they are wolf paw prints from the ones that are currently still surrounding you.
There's more?
But as you get closer, you realize that one, they aren't wolf paw prints because some of them are. There's a couple sets of hooves, and one is a fairly large wolf paw print, probably about double the size of the wolves that you have behind you. And another larger print, but without claws and slightly more foot shaped.
Bigfoot.
But
I don't know how to feel about the swing.
You can
What a
set up
second.
camp if you want and take a long rest.
We could get to the edge of the forest and have a nap.
Yeah, I don't know how I
Yeah.
feel about those wolves. I will use rage again if I have to, but I don't know how I feel about
The
them.
wolves that
Stab.
you can currently see are dead. Very, 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 very dead.
They are dead to us.
Dead bodies bring people. Or bring other predators. We leave.
Yep. We leave to the edge of the forest, but I'm going back in there to find my pets. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I'm following Adria to the edge of the forest. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow. My dice.
Okay, so do you guys want to get to the road that you think that Ethor saw, or are you just trying to go like slightly into the forest?
Road.
Road. And go opposite direction of where the footprints were going, because we don't know what lies there. Might be anything but what we want.
Okay. You guys get to a small, fairly wide dirt track. It's definitely been run over by several hundreds of carts. And probably about, it goes either direction for around about 20 to 30 miles. And then goes off in another direction for another probably about 40 miles before in the very distance you can see what you believe to be a
You know this?
small city. Sorry, trying to
Oh,
decipher
God.
things.
Okay.
And spread it an incredibly small city.
Okay, I'm thinking we have two options. One, we make a pit and sleep inside it, so we can rest up now, then walk towards the city. Or we can just walk there, half dead as we are.
Nope, not walking half dead. Nah.
Okay, pit then. Pit or tree? Which one we going?
I mean,
Tree.
you guys do have like bedrolls and like the capabilities of actually making a camp.
I was just gonna say we could just
If
make
you-
a camp,
if you
buddy.
don't wanna
I
sleep
love
in
the
the-
determination.
If you don't want to sleep in like an actual pit, I mean Warren might want to. He's a gnome. But if you don't want to sleep in an actual pit, you can just, sleep in a bedroll in a sleeping kind of bag. Yeah, go on.
Can I dig a little pit and then make a tiny little kind of cave-in bit that's like a little gnome hovel, so I can sleep there?
Buddy, what
Okay,
about
so,
me?
You can come with. I can make it slightly bigger for you too if you want it.
As
Not
you
slightly.
get to the edge of the road, just like you go about 2 to 3 foot away from the edge of the road, and just start shoveling with your hands. Knife has absolutely no idea what you're doing, but he starts digging with you just because he's having
What?
fun.
Dick and Bugdies, let's go.
And eventually you do make yourself a small pit with a little dugout part that you can comfortably sleep in and curl up in. Um, you're now with one eye gashed out, still bleeding, um, curled in a small dirt pit as Rory kind of crouches on the edge and goes, Nate, do you want me to do something about that?
Please, it hurts.
Okay, but I need you to come out the hole. I know you
Okay,
like
give me a
the hole,
minute.
but I need you to come out the hole.
Can I just clamber out, just like get one leg on the edge and then the other arm and just like roll over?
I'm just
Not the
imagining
most
Rory
efficient,
just to
but
pat the eye and just go, "It better."
not the most efficient, but it works. Um,
That
while
wasn't a game. That wasn't-
I meant rolling out of the pit, not patting the eye.
Just like climbs up on, because like imagining getting out of the pit's quite hard when you're small. So you like stick a leg over the edge and then an arm and then you roll over.
Like getting out of a swimming pool.
Does anyone else want to do anything while Warren digs himself and then rolls out of the pit?
I'd like to lay out bedroll.
I would like to grab bedroll and attempt, quote unquote here, attempt to try and put it in there in preparation to get into the hole.
It's like
You want to put
just
the bedroll?
take the shovel.
Do you want to put the bedroll in the pit?
Yes.
Can I say a
Okay.
thing?
Ethor, are you like on Earth like normal people?
Yes.
Yes.
My
It's
gnome
you.
heart.
I look very close to humans, so yes, I am like normal
Um,
people.
Rory more or less just kind of picks up Warren by the waist, sits him on a tree stump, and just goes, "Don't move. Otherwise it'll hurt more."
Punch his eye.
It sort of freezes, but it's like kicking legs.
Aww. With his
Rory
hands just on his
kind of
knees.
like moves to the side so the kicking legs doesn't hit him in the shins. And he. Rory, what's your spells that I don't understand? Wait, ability modifier. Oh my god, I need the other sheet. You little
Oh
shit.
shit.
Also, is it possible if I could also get healed? You know, considering I have a chunk of my arm missing. Just
Can I say something to
Can I
Adria?
heal you then?
See
yes.
what I can
Hello. Heal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I give you permission to use your shovel to make you a little dugout in my pit.
Thank you.
What's this one?
Since we're going to have a long rest anyway, Drax, can I heal Adira?
You may.
Oh god. Oh no.
Alright. Do I need
Can I
to
do it?
roll a d20 or do I just do whatever I need to do?
You just do whatever you need to do. Okay, that's
Can I do it in like a slap?
I will kill you.
But I'm
no,
healing
because
you.
That will inflict more wounds and that counteracts it.
I asked
Warren
a theory.
ever so gently, Rory kind of lays his hand just next to your eye, trying to avoid the physical wound. And then he kind of places his hand. They're quite. He's got, for a human, he's got small hands. It basically encompasses your entire face. As he kind of places one hand gently on the other side, and just kind of cups your face in his hands.
Warren's giggling.
They're
Small.
warm, and you can feel his fur tingling along your cheeks. And you feel this rush of energy. In your eye that has been slashed open, it's blurry, and you still can't see because the initial, well, the healing spell doesn't fully give you back your eyesight. It does, however, stop the bleeding, and the entire scar heals up almost instantly. But
Okay, so
while
it's still scarred over or not?
he is still scarred over, and you can see slightly through that eye, but it's still slightly
I
blurry.
have half vision.
You
I am
are
half blind.
you are at full vision in one eye, and probably about a third in the other.
Yes.
You're probably in the state of Ethor, but less even in the eyes.
Yeah.
Ether wears glasses.
Yeah.
And
You're ether
as
sight now.
Rory finishes his spell, he kind of ruffles your hair slightly. He goes, "Sorry, I couldn't fix it entirely. It's kind of the best I can do right now. We might be able to
fine.
find something a little bit heavier if we get to a bigger city."
It'll be fine. It's not like it's fine. I can see out of it partly. I can see blood things, but
The rest of your body, you can feel the bruises start to fade. The numbness and the bruises start to fade, and any scars or cuts you have.
I think I have a question.
Yes.
We should
Is
get
the
one.
chunk missing from my throat and shoulder healed too?
Yes.
Thank you.
Those were the main things that he healed, but the scar over your eye is also healed.
I want to add an addition to the pit.
Okay. But you regain 8 hit points. That's the important part.
I am now at 15.
You feel powerful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I make the additions to the pit?
You can make an addition to the pit.
Ether
It
has
is,
you now.
it is once Adria gets in, it's gonna have like add spikes to like the main bit because like it's a pit bit there and then dugouts there, so there'll be spikes on there and then a kind of makeshift sort of roof by like sticks that way and then leaves over it,
How
so
do
the
you
water
get out?
doesn't get in. You can just move it to the side, but it's just so the rain doesn't hit you immediately.
No, the spikes.
Oh, you just pick those out and move them. They're just there, so if anything goes through the roof, it doesn't get you immediately.
Also,
They'll
good luck.
die.
As soon as Rory steps away from you, you're sprinting to the edge of the forest, picking up random sticks and leaves and anything and everything that you could ever need to build like this. Like, in your mind, it's like gonna be the coolest fort ever. To an adult, it looks like a child has made a stick house and tried their best to cover it with leaves, but it still looks really cool. As this is going on, and like Warren's standing there, like sharpening sticks, like he's about to go to war.
Like, yeah.
Ethor, you decided to heal Adira.
How dead am I?
I
How
would
long
like
can this go?
to tap Adira on her head and go heal, and then yeah.
Okay. What
Do you want me to
spell are
duck
you using?
down?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm not tall.
No, you just slap him in the forehead.
Just
Heal.
heal.
Which won't help my pain in my head, but we'll go with it.
But gain the good amount of hit
What
points.
spell are you using?
Cure wounds. That's the only healing spell
Cure
that I have.
wounds. Okay. Do the whole 1d8 plus spell ability modifier.
There is. Oh, I forgot about that.
Dead. Dead.
Thank you. All right. 7.
7. There you go.
Yes.
Adira, you gain 7 hit points.
Just for head pats. Head pats give you 7.
I am on
And
18.
all
I'm no
of
longer dead.
your the most prominent wounds tend to heal up almost instantly. You've still got you got attacked quite a few times, so you've still got bruises and like it's like several scratches and things, but they'll fade over. And as Ethor just kind of sits there with his hand on your head, and you feel this rush of almost affection. This warm feeling goes through you.
No.
And Rory kind of walks over. You're kind of both. Adira's almost. Ethor's standing. And Adira's kind of kneeling on the ground in front of him, almost like she's about to pray to him. Which, in hindsight, no one would ever pray to Ethor.
Absolutely never.
No. You
Not
can.
have him.
You don't know the
If
future.
you did have people praying to him, I'd find one of his statues and just decided, graffiti it.
That's how people feel about Ethor being a god. Rory kind of walks over, and you don't really feel it because there's no feeling in your horns, but he does kind of graze his fingertips over your horns. Well, one of your horns. And his ears on the top of his head twitch in curiosity, and you can see his tail kind of flickering as he goes, last time I saw you, I don't think you had those.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Yeah, they're just
Scotty.
Yeah, just installed the latest update.
I don't know where it came from, so you're equally as confused as me. Don't worry.
That's good to know.
You a
Is it
devil?
did you get cursed? I feel like if you got cursed, hey, yeah. You didn't get cursed.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't have the urge to kill you guys yet. Although
Well,
Ethor is reaching it. Just
Oh,
saying.
okay.
I just healed you.
General hatred, buddy.
Mate, at this
That is
point,
fair.
everyone just has like a low-level hatred for you. It's nothing
Exactly.
personal, but you've tried to kill. You've almost had us all killed. Whether
Several
or
times,
not
Woody.
that child is going to make it to teens is very doubtful. If you make it past your 40s, is even more doubtful.
Yeah.
Look, that child will make it past. You know why? Because me and War will come to the rescue. I swear to God.
Can I
Don't
pop
worry,
out of
I'm
the
still here.
Can I pop my head out the pit and just kind of like gesture to Adria like, come on, in the pit, let's go.
Okay. Let's go.
Just go, Rory, you can join too if you want. You don't have to, but you can.
I have been summoned.
I think I'm good, mate. You have fun. Adira, I have absolutely no fucking clue how you can get in that thing, but have fun trying. And he just kind of walks over to like the other side of the pit. So like Ethor's on one side, there's a pit in the middle of them, and Rory's on the other. And he just starts laying out bedrolls and collecting sticks and making a small fire because the rest of you didn't think of that.
I went
Look, I have
pit.
one.
Don't judge me.
I have
There's
one
no wind down there.
I'm ready.
First off, I'm not doing any more fire because I already destroyed enough.
Yeah, you dipshit.
Didn't mean to put the first on fire. I thought we were in a good enough space. I kind of didn't think that
The
through.
pit that you just hear as Ethor just goes, I really did just set fire to a forest, didn't I? And just sitting there calmly talking to himself. You hear Warren just like yell from inside the pit, you dipshit! And
Agreed.
silence.
I like to believe I put little leaves down in my little pit
Sorry.
place and in Adria's little pit place, so it's nice and soft. Like nice and soft and comfy in the little dugouts.
As the sun starts to set, Adira, you get in this pit. It's probably big enough, but you do have to like curl yourself round, and you do end up leaving your axe and your bag on the outside of the pit, which you're not the happiest about because like it's your axe and that's like a part of your soul.
My little friend.
It is your little friend.
I suppose you could put the stick bit down and leave the axe out of the top.
It's just out the side by Rory because you don't trust Ethor at all. You just kind of slide it out of the pit and it's just kind of sitting on the edge. As you're all kind of laying down and slowly drifting off to sleep as the sun starts to set.
I have a thing. I have a
You
thing.
have a thing?
I have a thing. Right, I'm gonna get the teddy and hug it and give it a kiss and good night. But I want to secretly crawl over and curl up beside Adria because she's warm. Also snuggles.
Okay. I then turn around and give that one a hug too.
As
Yes, hugs.
you hug and kiss your dragon goodnight, which is
Yeah.
dragon times 2. How many nights is it?
No.
3 or 5?
So you said 3 or 5. I can't remember.
There's a. We had a
I think
thing.
it's 5 nights in a row. That's how many I have to get. But each time it keeps resetting.
Yes, I do know that. Um, I have so much stuff.
Oh shit, I didn't turn it on, did I?
Oh,
I forgot to plug it in.
for 5 nights consecutively. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's dragon times 2. You've got 3 more nights. 3 more nights.
Yes,
And then
I've
you
made
have
progress.
well, you don't know what's going to happen after the 5th night. So you give this dragon a big ol' hug because it's like the same size as you, and you kiss it on the top of its head, and you think you're being sneaky, but Adira notices you instantly. As she kind of like she's got her back to you, um, as you kind of just like curl up with your back to her, and the heat just starts radiating off of her. Not so much that it's uncomfortable, but she's a lot hotter than usual.
Warm.
But it doesn't really concern you. Adira, you feel this like very light pressure of a small body on your back. As you just like shift over as gently as possible without trying to squish the small person. And you just turn, so you're now more or less spooning each other. You
Ah.
just cuddle in to each other.
Well,
As
Knife's down there too, so
oh,
we
and
cozy.
there's now a oh yeah, the knife. Where can we put knife? Knife is now on Adira's head, curled up in a ball. Adira, you have a tail, spiked tail covering your eyes, and it kind of flickers, making your nose itch, but you dare not move because you can feel this heavy weight of what you presume to be a cat on your head.
I hope.
Okay, nap time.
Nap time. And that is where we're gonna take a break.
Yay.
Yay.
We will be back in about 10 minutes.
I'm going to send you photo of idea I have in head, but I don't know how to do it.
Right. Okay. Someone.
Jackson, I have a question.
Go on then.
Okay, so I have a spreadsheet where I put people's favorite things in so I can remember them for a later date. What are yours again? Because I keep forgetting them.
Hold on, let me write this shit down. Right.
Joe? Is there categories? I feel like there should be categories here.
Well,
She's
there's like game, movie, clothing, like special interests, that sort of thing going on lines.
Okay. My favorite color is blue.
Okay.
You know my favorite drink and food, which is Dr. Pepper and chocolate buns. That's kind of helped me. I don't really have a favorite well, I don't really have a favorite movie. I have DC and Marvel. Art
Do you have like a
D&D.
favorite character in there specifically out of DC or Marvel?
DC is just like the Bat family. Just
Okay.
in general. Marvel. Oh shit.
The options, the choices.
Choices, so many choices. Controversial, but probably Black Widow.
Where is the controversy?
So much controversy.
She stabbed a person.
Pretty dice. There you go. Pretty D&D dice. That's
Any specific things like themes you want to stay away from, like skulls, bones?
nothing I want to stay away from, but I really want rocket dice, which are black and purple. Haven't found any yet.
I'm sorry. My two favorite colors? Why was I not aware of this?
Right.
Anything else to the list?
Not that I
I
can.
literally wrote it down.
Literally, oh my god.
So I'm just going to have a little visit to something right now. Don't pay mind to me. I'm just doing the thing. How much money do I have right now on me? I have enough.
Sam,
Yes.
can you make the list for me too, so I know what you
What is
like?
money?
What is money?
Okay.
Things that I like.
We're back streaming. So
Oh, hello.
Okay. I just
Oh.
hello. We're back off our break.
hello, people.
And the sun is slowly starting to rise as Ethor has a red light in his mouth. Get it out of your
We
mouth.
are live, buddy.
Get it out of your mouth. Don't put things in your mouth. You're not a toddler. You don't put things in your mouth.
Well, that's how you eat food.
You don't put non-edible things in your mouth.
No,
I can't
you're right
say
the first
anything, I
time.
eat
Don't
rocks.
put edible food.
Okay.
Don't put edible stuff in your mouth.
The sun is starting to rise. It hits both Ethor and Ruri first, considering that luckily though last night there was no wind or rain. Surprisingly enough.
Well, we had rain.
Which means that Warren and Adira's little hut pit thing is still standing perfectly fine. There's a couple leaves that are probably missing, but like you have to expect that. But the light tends to get to you last, as the walls. Warren built this pretty well. All the sticks are like pretty close together, so the light hits you last, but it does eventually wake you up. So you're now all awake. Rory he has what you can only assume Ethor you kind of watched as he drew water literally from the ground, held it in a ball in front of him, and just started dipping his hands in and washing his face and hands, and then kind of started like picking off small bits and just letting it go into his mouth so he could have a drink as well. The water's perfectly clean. As he rolls up his bed
Waterbender.
mat, he murmurs a quick prayer before rolling up his bed mat and pulling out a set of rations and starting to eat as the rest of you start to wake up. What are you all doing?
Can I
Currently
shine a light?
shopping.
I will wake up
Can I
Warren
shine a
very
light
carefully.
to?
Okay.
You want to shine a light?
Can I cast light onto my signet ring to then? Yeah, I want to cast light on my signet ring. Just plunge my fist underneath the leaves and just go, "Wake up, please."
Can I bite his hand?
Yes. Oh no, get
Ether,
knife to
No.
bite him. Get knife to bite him.
Ether, as you light up this signet ring, it glows brightly in the early dusk, and your hand plunges through the leaves in the roof, and they all crumble on top of Dira and Warren, and you feel this heavy. Hold on. Yeah, you feel this heavy snap on your hand as Knife's teeth latch onto several of your fingers. And holy shit, the kid draws blood. As you feel
This is my fingers now.
blood dripping from the palm of it. He's kind of like got most of your hand in his mouth. The signet ring now inside of his mouth, still glowing, a lot dimmer now, as his teeth kind of latch
Glowing.
into the back and the palm of your hand. And he deals you 6 points of hit damage.
Okay.
Okay, so that's all my temp and 2 of my actual health.
And you have all had a long rest, so all of your HP is too full. And your spell slots
On a note, can I just like get out of this pile? Place Warren happily on the side. Go up to Ethor and just pick him up and death stare him and say, "If you ever do that again, you're dead." And then just set
as you
him down
get
and pat him.
picked up, Knife kind of there's a small like between a muffled like yowl and meow as Knife is still gripped onto Ethor's hand. He's really letting go as he's just lifted like another. He was like a good like 4 foot in the air. Now he's like 6-7 foot and he's like sitting there with his hand like grappled onto Ethor's mouth, and it just like grapples slightly tighter because he's like, hello, and he's just like you can hear small like furious cat noises coming from him. He's also like slightly terrified that he might fall off.
Please put me down.
I'm
to
gonna climb up and get Knife. But I'm like when I hold him close to chest, I'm just gonna turn at Ethor death stare and go.
I'm just gonna look like what are you? Okay.
As
Yeah,
Warren
how?
just kind of waddles over, and you can't really reach round Knife, so you're just kind of grappling his butt as you just kind of like hug him down slightly, and he realizes who it is and just like goes yeah, and just opens his mouth just slightly wider, letting Ethor's bloody hand drop out of his mouth as he just climbs back onto Warren's shoulders, and you can see in simultaneous unison as both Knife and Warren stick their tongues out at Ethor, as Adira just kind of slams him back on the floor. And they both turn around and walk away.
I now like this.
Constant heavy
There's
metal books.
although your hand is covered in a mixture of saliva and blood, and you have like a couple of puncture wounds in your hand, you still have fingers. He didn't eat you. He just bit you.
Although I wish you would.
Very aggressively. He also still has a minor glow in his mouth.
Where's my signet ring?
Is
it on my hand?
You want to make me investigation?
Oh no!
What are you
Oh, no.
investigating?
Your
Six
cat may
ring.
have his wing. His wing.
My
His
wing.
wing.
Could it just be a nice skedaddle off real quick?
Yeah. Just run with his ring. Go.
Like, we're just gonna go off to the edge of the forest and
15.
start looking for snacks.
What was it?
Me and Warren are gonna
You
go.
run away with your. I got 15.
You got 15.
Yeah,
We're gonna
your
skedaddle
knife
off to the edge of the
and
forest to go
snacks
look
and
for snacks.
have mine.
It takes you a moment,
I like my ring,
Ethor,
please.
but as Warren and Knife walk away, there is this dim lit glow in Knife's cheeks, and you can kind of see him just like kind of moving his tongue around in his mouth as he plays with this ring, which is just kind of bouncing around in his mouth. And then he just kind of, like, as Warren kneels down to go and pick up some mushrooms and berries, he just kind of, like, spits it out and then just wanders off. The glow from your ring just dims and goes out. And Rory's still just sitting there, just calmly
That was supposed to last for an hour.
eating some jerky. As he just watches this go on, he's just like, this is what I have to deal with now.
This is normal, buddy. Brace yourself.
How does the glow go away? It was supposed to last an hour. Magical knife.
It's a warning sign. Don't ever do that again, otherwise he will just take away all of your powers.
I'm gonna ask a very, very quick question. Adira, have you been in any combat with magic users apart from Ethor?
What about Rory?
I mean, technically speaking, the guy who defended Benny, with the firewall?
Yeah. Yes.
Technically?
Okay, that's fine.
What?
There hasn't been any other spellcasters. Have you
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
What about Elida, like, ages ago?
Elida is a part of
Does
our
that
team,
count?
though.
That I knew about. Okay, that's.
Does that technically count, though? That firewall? Does that count as, like, a combat situation?
Yes, that was a combat situation.
Yes,
but
because
that
it's
is
magic.
fine because that is not in the time range that I was thinking about. So,
Well, that expanded it. Oops.
Warren, I want you to make me a survival check.
Okay, I shall do that now, but I've just finished Jack's Christmas shopping.
Jackson's face.
Oh, fuck, it's on the floor.
Oh,
That's
there it
karma
is.
for buying me Christmas presents.
It's a 19, though.
Oh shit. It
Karma,
doesn't take
more
you
like
very
good
long
luck.
to just gather up some berries and mushrooms, and you're not entirely sure what you're gonna do, but there's things you can numb on, and you walk back over and you kind of sit next to Rory with your little. You kind of like placed them in almost a cheesecloth. Go for it.
Can I go find a bird?
You place them in a cheesecloth next to Rory.
Don't
And
cause
just
people epilepsy.
Point.
Sorry.
You point to the
Oops, I
berries and the
changed color in my
mushrooms
hand.
with Knife on your shoulder and go, protect. And Knife kind of just sits calmly in front of these berries, just like kind of looking around at everyone, just like death staring Rory for a second before realizing that he's not going anywhere near the berries, and then just calmly like looking around, just like anyone comes near
I
these
wanna go
berries,
find
I'm
a
gonna bite your
bird.
hands off.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it doesn't death stare at me when
I want to go
the
hunt a
knife bit
bird.
me.
You want to go hunt a bird? Okay.
A bird.
Okay.
Like a decent sized one that I could eat with knife.
Don't you have rations?
Cooked food.
You
Rations.
Set a fire for cooked
The
food.
cat can't eat rations.
The cat can eat rations because there is jerky, but like I see your initiative,
It's not going to be good for the cat. Like a little bit, but not a lot.
Man's is spoiled.
The cat's digestive system will suffer.
Okay.
Does it specify what's in rations?
Okay,
Or is it
so
just
are you
rations?
going
It could just
into
be
the woods,
food.
or are you gonna wander around the outside?
Gonna go into the woods a little, not too far in, but like enough in that I could potentially find a bird.
Okay,
You need to
I'm
come with
guessing you're
me.
being stealthy about this, right?
Yeah, I'm being stealthy here. How the
I'm
hell am I gonna
going.
like hunt a bird by just waltzing in, going, "Bird, where are you?"
Where art thou?
Bird, bird, bird.
Okay,
Oh, there you
I
are.
need you to roll me stealth and survival.
Okay, I can do this.
I was
I
gonna
can do
say
this.
animal
What's my
handling,
modifier?
but it's not animal handling because you're trying
Okay.
to kill
Because
things.
I haven't handled it.
Right, we got one number. We got an 18 for stealth.
That's okay.
I have a 17 for survival.
The bird's dead, mate.
Didn't even go that well. Okay. You creep into this forest, as stealthy as anything, and luckily for you, there's what you can assume is some kind of pheasant-looking bird. It looks
Pheasants taste nice.
it looks dumb as shit. It's just kind of bobbing its head around, just like absolutely vibing to some non-existent song. As
Can
it's
I like
you're
pounce on it? Like pounce and just grab it? And just come
it's
waltzing out the
walking
wood with
along
it.
on the floor, and you just leap forward, one hand grappled over its neck, the other kind of like grabs its back and like crushing its wings, and it gives off this terrified and then starts choking as you just quickly just like snap its neck and it's dead.
I'm just gonna walk out the woods with this bird.
You walk out the woods incredibly proud, and you're just like holding this bird by the neck, and you're just like, oh my god, I killed a bird, I killed a bird, Adira, I killed a bird.
I'm proud of you.
Look at me!
Your God.
Just gonna pluck
Where's
the
animal?
feathers off and keep them to the side for other things, and then I'm gonna like spit roast the bird.
Okay, currently the fire is out, so
I have a
Can I go run
firelighter.
pick up my ring?
I have a mini fire
you can.
flamethrower that's technically a firelighter.
I have fire magic.
Firelighter.
We're not trusting your magic. You almost burned an entire forest, mate.
Just gonna like make this.
That was a
Just, like,
firewall
roast
which
this bird.
covers widespread. I do have very accurate fire.
Nothing is accurate with fire.
Okay, I need to
Nah.
Okay, can I pluck the bird
fire
and then
bolt, a
spit
bolt
roast
of
it?
fire.
Pluck the bird and spit roast it on the fire.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Are the other two doing anything?
I'd like
I
to run and get my ring.
Okay, roll me investigation.
Again?
Okay.
No.
Gotta go Christmas
8.
shopping yet again.
Would you get an 8?
I got 8.
8.
What?
What'd you get?
8. 8. This is 8. I can
8.
count.
I thought you said 8. So
Yeah. 8.
you are on your hands and knees, scrabbling through this dirt, trying to find the ring. But you don't seem to be able to find it. Until you lift your hand to your face and just kind of start to rub your chin and realize that the ring had ended up on one of your fingers. As you were scrabbling through the dirt. It's dirty, slightly muddy, but unharmed.
it's
Jax,
uh-oh.
I have a question.
Go on then.
How did I get fire bolts? Where did I get Fireball? I I'm trying to look for it in my
Is
spells.
it in your um Eldritch incantations?
D&D Beyond doesn't recognize Fireball at
It
all.
might be. Is it from your celestial thing? Your celestial patron?
I don't know. I don't know. I let me just get my player's handbook. Maybe that'll help. I all I want is just a explanation of what Fireball is. That's all I
Um,
want. But yeah, I can't find it.
Warren, you manage to get. You get. Tender wolf meat, which you are currently eating.
I have a bird.
No, I'm reading it off of something else.
Lol.
You get tender bird meat.
Okay, can I do I'm doing a thing with this. I take a wing off, give it to the cat.
Yeah.
I take another wing off and I give it to Rory.
Rory kind of looks over at it and puts down his. He had a block of cheese with some bread, and he puts it down and he eagerly takes this bird wing and just like.
Okay.
For a second, you think he's not going to eat it, and then he kind of looks around slightly and just starts tearing into it like a cat. And him and Knife are just like both like simultaneously just like tearing into this piece of meat, and he's got like juices dripping down his chin and everything.
Look, I'm going to take the two legs off of the bird and hand it to Drea. She's quite a tall person. No, I think. Oh. And then just give her like a small portion of the bird breast to eat her, and then everything else is mine with the berries.
That's fair. That's fair. The other stuff you gain.
Food.
Where's my dice?
Kind of concerning.
Do not worry.
You get 8 feathers.
Oh, nice.
Minecraft.
Add it to my list of stuff that I have.
Feathers.
And that's about it. Other than that, it's just kind of meat. You end up just kind of throwing away the actual like head, which has just got grisly bits that none of you really want to eat.
Can I keep the bones?
You can keep the bones.
Okay, I'm just going to clean them a bit, and then I'm going to keep them.
You have, we're gonna say 7 like good quality bones, which are fairly clean. It's not like possible to properly clean them here. But you have like a decent sized skeleton.
Nice.
And you end up taking the bone back off of Rory from the wing, was it? But when you go to take the bone off of Knife, he kind of puts his paw over it and kind of not hisses,
Perfectly.
but like it's just like, no, it's mine. And then just you watch as he just bites into this bone, and it just snaps into tiny pieces, and he just crunches down the entire bone.
Okay, he can have that perfectly fine.
And then
I
he's
got
like
info
starting
on
to sniff
Fireball.
around Adira, trying to like get more meat. But unluckily for him, Adira's a big lass, and she's eaten every single piece that she can get out of those bones. Yes.
Can I, after eating that, can I go into my bag? Very awkward request. Can I go into my bag and put on the omelet?
You've had it on the
Omelette.
entire time. You haven't taken it
Oh.
off.
Okay, never mind then.
You had your omelet on you the whole time. Don't worry.
Oh, I can't speak English. Okay.
I also can't speak English as proven today.
Same seat.
Can any British
English.
person speak English?
No, not really. No.
No, they just speak.
Can I just go get my tiny little friend, and just hug, just to make sure it's safe?
Okay, so as you all sit there eating your respective breakfasts, and Rory's once again drawing water from the earth and washing his hands and his face, for a
I
second
haven't
time that
eaten
morning.
anything yet.
And Knife is kind of you watch Warren as Knife just kind of makes a leaping jump and ends up in the water and just suspended in air for a second before falling flat down. It's just like, I'm now very wet. And he's just soaked through and he's just like shaking. And Rory's like, thank you for that very much. Okay, go away now.
Oh, I'm a hug knife.
He's very wet and he's now like rubbing against all of your clothing, and now you just have a large wet patch.
Well, I'm gonna go
He's
sit
just
near the
using
fire.
you as to dry himself.
I'm just gonna pick up this wet cat and like waddle over to the fire and just chill near it.
Yeah. So
Near the cat or near the fire?
Well, the cat and the fire is gonna be near so they can dry off.
Okay.
And the rest of you just kind of turn slightly to see the biggest and most brutish one of all of you. Just sitting there cuddling, like full on, like Warren would cuddle the teddy, cuddling her axe. As if it were nothing. Not like it's like poking into the side of her jaw and creating like it's not like cutting you, but it's creating like a dent in the side of your face, but you don't care. You're
Tough
cuddling
skin.
Yeah, I'm tough fighting.
You are very tough.
She is a badass bitch.
She ain't tough. She's badass.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as Knife dries off and the rest of you finish all of the respective things that you're doing, you all currently have, well, other than E4, who seems to get himself into trouble more than he needs to, all have full health. What do you guys want to do?
I want to find our pets. I know it's annoying, but I really want to find them.
Can I just like look at the deer and nod head and just yell Steve really loud?
Jerry!
Emmy.
Jerry!
After Warren screams Steve at the top of his lungs, the rest of you start to join in, screaming your respective pets' names. And while there is no returning call, there is the flicker of Warren. What you see is a black tail, sparkling with purple, just out the corner of your eye in the forest.
I'm gonna go get to Steve. Go to Steve. Steve.
Careful, it might not be Steve. Please,
Dad!
Stealth. Careful.
Okay, stealth follows Steve.
Stealth follow the purple tail.
So you can see if it's my Steve.
Might be Dave, the evil twin brother.
Once the calls start to die down, you all see Warren, knife now on his shoulders, mostly dry, pelting his way towards the forest. Rory quickly, a little bit hurried and a bit worried, gets up and starts running after him. You two doing the same?
Yep.
Okay. Warren,
Get all my
stealth.
stuff and just go. Yes.
Roll me stealth. Warren.
I'm sitting back,
Warren.
leaving that thing alone. Just I'm just gonna be here.
24.
24. You are almost invisible in the
Show
dark
off.
forest.
Sneak.
The only thing giving you away is probably the small glint of metal. Rory follows you. A little bit on the heavier side.
Sorry.
Took me a second to get the reference. A little bit on the heavier side, but still being able to follow almost as stealthily. As you no longer see the tail of what you presume to be Steve.
Steve.
Bless you.
Excuse
Gesundheit.
me. That was.
Jesus.
You have been blessed.
Thank you. Oh no, I'm blessed by Ethor. This is gonna go badly.
Oh god.
You come to the middle of another small clearing. There seems to be a lot of small clearings in this forest.
Yeah.
There is only a stump in the middle of a dark blue tree. As the rest of your party follows you, all of you kind of standing, Adira with your little friend at the ready. Ethor, did you follow?
What? No, I stayed behind.
You stayed behind. Okay.
Can I
Yes.
investigate for Steve tracks?
You may roll me investigation for Steve track.
Steve. Where do thou be, Steve? Oh, that's a 5. Oh.
You,
Someone
in
investigate.
your distress, see nothing but random footprints. There's like, maybe, you may count, like, maybe it was a wolf footprint. You couldn't be exactly sure.
Steve.
Because it's covered over with several heavy humanoid footprints.
Steve.
As you're standing, you climb up onto this stump and you're just standing there in distress, just going, Steve! Steve!
Steve. Where
and
art thou, Steve?
the bush behind you rustles. Rory pulling out his dagger just in case. Adira with little friend at the ready.
Steve.
As the bushes rustle some more.
Steve.
Budgie, be careful.
Steve.
I don't think that's Steve.
Steve.
I don't think it's Steve, bud. I don't like where you're at. You look psychopathic. Jesus.
I need Warren to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, great.
Oh no. The failed to
I
die.
also need Adira
It's going on
to
the
make
floor.
a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, for God's sake.
Rory's about to make one too.
It's on the floor.
You guys
See
are
what it
so
is. Steve.
It's
It's a 20.
It's a 20.
Tell him
What
about
did you say,
Steve.
Sam, to roll?
A Constitution saving throw.
Steve.
That is also a 20. I have a 21.
Steve. Steve.
Let me calculate. 1 second.
Yeah.
Do you need calculator?
No, 24. That 22.
I have calculator.
Promise it'll be
Warren,
calculated.
was yours a nat 20 or was it just a 20?
Not 20.
Nat 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Um,
Okay, God.
I have a
Adira,
0
Adira,
at
was yours a
Constitution
nat 20?
modifiers.
No, mine was an 18 plus 4.
I have no Constitution saving throw modifiers. It's just plain rolling for me.
See, the thing is, Rory also got a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Now, your only
We're
problem
dead.
being that as you're standing there calling Steve, this large humanoid,
Oh, you're not Steve.
black fur emblazoned with purple, almost tattoo-like, jumps out at you, snaps at your shoulder, but you manage to deflect it, and it rolls to the floor.
Just sort of yell at it. Are you Steve?
Honey, I think we could declare it's not
Growls
Steve.
in response
Like
as
$1 for yes, $2 for no.
a almost half eagle, half horse humanoid jumps out and uses one of its claws to scratch at Ruri, who deflects it only just.
Steve, are you okay?
Dira, this tiger, sprints towards you, turning half humanoid in its jump, and clutches its jaws into your neck, not taking any meat, but just leaving a large bite mark as it runs in the direction that you know Ethor to be in. Ethor,
Oh,
I
he's
need you
dead.
to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Quick question: What do you mean by humanoid? I don't know what that is. Sorry.
Its figure is human-like, so it's not a human,
Looks human.
but it's bipedal.
Steve?
Steve,
Okay, Yoda.
I got 5.
you got 5.
Yeah, I have
Oh.
a 0 on con,
You
so
Oh, me
are
too.
turned away from the forest, and you don't have enough time to react as this dumping of hoofs comes charging towards you, and there's a
Oh,
giant
no.
slash in your shoulder.
oh no.
And as soon as you turn around, it's gone.
The slash or the hoof?
The thing that made the slash.
Alright.
Steve
Ow.
is currently curled up on the floor, growling and hissing, purplish foam drooling from his mouth
Steve,
as his
you okay?
eyes glow, making him seem even more threatening than he already is.
Rory, I think Steve's ill.
Maria, I think what the hell is happening? Why are they all like A, attacking us, B, that?
Steve doesn't
Mate,
look
I
well.
don't think Steve's Steve any longer.
What do you mean? It's still Steve? He's
No,
purple.
honey, that's not Steve. Picks up Warren and just
Steve!
You,
How much damage did that take, by the way?
technically, neither of you actually took any damage.
Steve?
You're still
Step
with
scarred,
the Steve.
still bleeding, but there's no damage.
Illusion! Sorry.
I'm sorry? Can we get?
Illusion.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Are you picking up Warren and running, or are you just picking up Warren and putting him down on the floor?
Can I
picking
like
him up
can I
and
get
putting
my
him
sword
down.
and can I get like my bow and like just poke it at Steve? So like the end of it very gently poke him and go, Steve, are you okay?
What are
Make
you
me
doing?
Another Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Why? I was trying to get you away from danger, not bring you into it.
Epic fail.
Right.
Uh-oh.
So
Don't be in that one.
oh no, don't worry, it's not that one. It's 19,
good.
but it's still disappointing.
Once again, he doesn't quite make it up as the fall seems to have wounded him in some way. As you kind of poke the side of his face, and he just snaps and like almost gets your bow in his mouth, but just about misses.
Can I take my rope and like tie it around his head to a tree so he's like stuck to the tree?
If you want to try and drag him
Death
over to a
wish?
tree, you are very much welcome to, but you will have to roll me animal handling and a constitution saving throw.
I can do that.
You do that.
Warren, I think this is the one time I'm gonna let you be. I'm not. Nope.
Even me as Ether
Steve.
would not do that.
It's
Doing two
Steve!
different throws.
Fucking hell! Oh my god! No!
The wound in your neck it's pulsating, and you're kind of holding your hand to it, because you're bleeding. It's not as much blood as you would have thought.
Okay, so I have an 18 on the Constitution saving throw and a 15 on animal handling.
You only just about get this. It's not really around like because he has a muzzle still, and he's still recognizable as a wolf. You don't quite get it around his muzzle, but instead just kind of tying a noose around his neck and dragging his ass over to a tree. It's more like what you do, and he's kind of clutching at the rope, trying to pull it away and snap at you. But he doesn't manage to achieve it as Ruri. What does Ruri do? Ruri do something.
Warren just walk over to Ruri and like grab his hand and go fix it. Just point at Steve.
Fix
Like,
it.
Fix it.
Fix it. It broken.
I don't know how much I can do. It's just.
DM struggles.
Try this, maybe? I don't know how much this is gonna do.
So otherwise, I'm just gonna put him out of his misery and then I'm gonna bury him and be sad.
No, do not do that. Well,
Well,
So I can't really drag his ass to a healer, can I?
well, I
You
can
could.
revive. I can
Anything's
revive
possible.
the dead.
let's just do this.
Oh no! Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Oh, I think you failed.
My
think
Steve,
you did
it's
fail.
broken.
also, I'm gonna miss Emmy if I can't bring back Emmy. I like Emmy.
Steve!
Where is Jerry?
The thing that attacked me? Question mark?
See, that's what I'm questioning. Like, wait, what was I attacked by?
Hooves.
A thing with hooves and claws. Okay.
Well, that's not Jerry.
He failed that, so that means
Buddy, that's me. Emmy. I think.
Ruri holds out his hand, whispers a small incantation. You're not entirely sure what he said, but it's enough to make Steve go slack. Not enough to make him like look dead or anything, but he is calm and he's just kind of now laying there with the rope attached around his throat. Not really moving, but not hostile. And Ruri kind of goes, just don't attack it, because I tried my best to make it indifferent, so we should be okay. It shouldn't be trying to kill us anymore, but I'm not entirely sure what the hell's happening.
Okay, so I think I have inner rations, maybe dry meat. Can I if I do, can I offer it to him as a peace offering? Like a snack, going, you okay?
Roll me animal handling.
Okay.
So is he like an animal? Does he look like a wolf, or is he just...
the best way I can describe him is Rory kind of looks him up and down slightly and goes, I think our little buddy Steve isn't a wolf. I get the feeling he's a werewolf. Does that look
Well, he did
like
magically
a
hop
werewolf?
across a river, so that would make sense.
That looks like a werewolf to me, boys.
He magically hopped across the river, so that makes sense.
He magical. Okay.
Yeah, he did little bunny leaps across the river. It was really impressive.
That was very cool. Well done, Steve. What did you get on your animal handling?
15.
Nice.
The skills, my +1 modifier is just ungodly.
Elite. Oh, wow.
So you managed to walk up to Steve, and he's kind of like huddled. He's not wearing anything on his top half, and his bottom half's more or less just wearing like ragged brown short looking things held up by like almost just a piece of rope. As you kind of like tentatively hold this chunk of meat out, and he just kind of leans forward and just snaps it out of your hands and just like sits there with his arms folded, just just but he seems like timid enough, but he doesn't do anything else.
Warren wears, so I just want him to take it off and like attempt to lay it like a blanket across him. Just blanket.
You take off your scarf and like lay it across Steve. He's probably about 7 or 8 foot tall, so it kind of just
it's not gonna do much, but
it covers his shoulder as like kind of a shawl. But it's a shawl that comes to like half of his pec and like not much else. And he kind of like nuzzles into the fabric slightly and is calm.
Steve.
Steve.
Steve just like wave hello and say hi. I'm Warren. Hi, you're Steve.
Introduce yourself and themselves to themselves.
Steve.
Like, you are Steve and I am Warren. We are friends.
You, Steve, me, Warren. Yes, that is how it works. It is how it works. That. Yes, I don't care who you were before, but you're Steve now.
It's like, I know you were Steve and I am Warren and we are friends.
You were Steve, now you is Steve, so you're Steve.
Steve.
Top 10 reasons why it is Steve. Number 1, it is Steve.
Number
Number
2.
2,
He's purple, so it's
Steve.
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 You see his like he starts to like dip down as he goes, Aaron, and he passes out.
Friend!
Wow, more excited about friending instead of like passing out. Like, okay.
Okay. Just like expectantly turns around. Help?
Rory tentatively walks over to Steve or Aaron, either way.
What way is it spelled? Is it like
Aaron?
Oh, it was one A off. Nice. Steve is confirmed to be called Aaron now. We must. Aaron.
Equals Arden.
This is his name.
What? As you slowly
Steve is Aaron.
see Steve morph into a black-haired. His hair's kind of pulled back slightly, raggedy. Completely jet black. His skin a incredibly dark tone as he's morphs back into his human self. Covering most of his upper torso is purple different curls and swirls in a Mandela effect as a tattoo. And he just kind of lays there limp and Rory kind of lays his hands on him and feels for a second, but then nothing happens. And he goes, he's not ill or hurt, he's just tired. I'm guessing that the thing is just an effect of being a werewolf.
Okay, so we take him to the pit then.
You want to?
That sounds oddly deathly.
He's coming with us.
Okay. You're gonna
Take him to the
pit.
bed.
He's ours now. He comes with us.
What about the others?
I don't care. It's Steve. We go.
No, because there's another one. We can help him too.
But we have Steve to help first.
I know, but you go get Steve. Me and Rory
How about
stay
we go
here.
back to the pit with Steve, and if we see him on the way, we'll help him too. But once we get Steve back, then we go get them, because we can only do one thing at once.
Okay, but what if they run away?
I'm a sneaky midget. We'll go find them. At least paw prints.
Is the other one still here, or is he just like...
He disappeared into the shadows.
Okay, well, in which case, let's go.
I thought like
Are we
during
going
all
to
that,
go get
I'm
the
being
other
all
one, or are we
beaten
going to go
up.
drop off Steve at the pit?
Steve.
I'll stay with Steve, actually.
You want to stay with Steve, or is Steve going
Yeah.
to the pit?
We're going to the pit, and we're going to like bundle him in, and he's going to be all safe and comfortable. I'm just going to guard the
Okay.
pit. Just like, no one hurt Steve.
Who is picking up Steve?
I can drag a leg.
Do you want me to do the honors, considering I'm here?
Please.
Okay.
Considering that Steve is, well, Aaron is a scraggly, like, probably early 20s young man with, like, less to no, like nothing on his bones. He's
Skinny
basically a
person.
twig, and Arya just
Cameron.
kind of takes the noose off of his neck and just picks him up and just starts walking. You don't need to roll me anything. You're the strongest person here. You're taller than him by like a foot. He's got nothing on him. You probably just like, yep, this is fine.
Wait.
And you get to the little pit, and Ethor is just sitting there, kind of with enough magic to cover his hand. He's not entirely sure what's going on, as there's a giant slash in his clothes, and blood is dripping from it. Not to mention the fact that Adira still has like this giant fucking bite mark, several large punctures.
Yay!
As you kind of set him down.
If you turn into a werewolf, I'll stay with you because you're friend.
We've
Stuck with me
established friendship?
You're stuck with me now. I ain't leaving. I get attached, okay?
Okay.
I'm quite lonely.
Am I a chair? Actually, to you, probably.
You are a tree that walks and is friend.
Okay.
You set down Steve
In the pit.
in the pit.
With the bedrock covering him.
No, excuse you.
With your little scarf, your tiny scarf still draped across his shoulder, not really covering him at all. His shorts, which were tight, are now very loose and baggy on him. But you managed to grab one of your blankets and just kind of cover him slightly. I'm not sure what's going on there. There's a lot going on in that corner. There's been a lot going on in that corner all night. And as you set him down, night starts to fall. But
Been
you
a
could've
whole
sworn
day?
that you only
Yes.
woke up an hour ago.
Time, where are you, my boy? Come back here. I swear to God.
Where'd it go? Okay, I'm gonna dig another little hole in the pit, but it's gonna be like a really small entrance that a gnome can only fit through, and have like a little dug bit that way. So if someone tries to reach in and grab them, you can't really get a gnome.
Okay.
Dig a hole in the pit. The security measures.
For security measures. We love
Yeah.
that.
Oops.
Like we'll be able to protect Aaron, but he won't be able to get me if he goes wolfy.
Do you want me to join you to protect you, or what's the
Yes,
plan
we
here?
could all be in the pit together. Yeah.
Okay.
You can't do anything if there's like a half-orc lady sitting in with like a giant axe and a midget with a knife in a hole going, "Evening."
Good evening.
Good evening. Hello there.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Hello there.
Can you imagine how terrifying that hole would be?
Just like you put your hand in it, you can either get stabbed, shot, or burned. Who knows? Or bitten. That could happen too.
Endless
knife-
choices.
Because knife is going to go in there too. So there's like a cat, dino cat thing in there with a midget that's got violent tendencies, you know? So
Is Ethan having a rave party?
I don't know. I'm just assuming he's having a little bit of technical problems.
No. I'm little now.
Oh my God! Wait, yeah. Hold on. Excuse me.
Like he's so small. And so very whatever color that is.
Turquoise or cyan. And now I'm
It-
gone.
It looks turquoise and then it goes slightly green and then goes back to turquoise. Is that just me? That felt more blue.
Yeah, it's shifting.
Oh, it's not just me?
No, it's shifting.
Okay.
Now I'm at the corner.
You're just having fun
Yes.
with your background settings.
I don't know what these scenes are, so I'm trying to figure it out.
As
That's nope.
night starts to fall over the area, Steve lays semi-unconscious, drifting to and from consciousness as moonlight hits both Adira and Ethor. The
Prepare to die.
pulsing in your neck and back gets louder. You can hear your heartbeat thumbing in your ears. And I need you both to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Thumbing
Well,
or
I'm a
thumping.
midget. I can't take on an angry Adira. All I can do is hide.
I'm sorry, buddy. Run.
14.
Well, I'm already in a hole
14.
anyway, so
Yes,
You're in the
14.
hole with me.
no, I'm in a separate hole attached to the pit that is difficult to get into because it's
Currently,
gnome
the
size.
pit is actually occupied by Aaron, so you're actually outside of the pit.
Really,
Oh.
I didn't dig it. I thought I said I dug a hole in.
You dug a hole for yourself, and then Aaron is on a pit, and there's not enough
Okay.
room for Adira to be in the pit as well.
Okay, so give me a second. I'm just drawing it out here. Okay.
You said a con, right? A con save.
Yeah.
Then that.
Okay, so this is the thing. This is the pit where Aaron is. So A's here.
Yeah.
This is where Adira was, and this is where Warren was. This is where Warren's chilling with knife.
Yes. And currently, Adira is on surface ground.
Adira's up here, along with Ethor. Where's Ruri?
Currently looking down into your pit.
That's good, because that's exactly where room.
Yeah. And Rory kind of glances down, looks back at Ethor and Adira, and just goes, "How big can you make that hole?"
I can dig deeper. I'm very skilled. Just come down.
Yeah, can I get down without the other two coming down? And
Yeah, it's just like
do it
like
quick.
Warren digging extra like so. The pit which originally was this sort of shape, this is what it originally was, is now going to be like do 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 do. Ta-da! there'll be like a chamber there.
And
Have to use the noise effects.
Rory just starts scrambling down after you, trying his best to move some dirt in front of the doorway, as I need both Adira and Ethor to make me a death saving throw.
Oh.
Is it with a d20?
Death saving throw.
Death
I don't-
saving throw. So yeah, you need to make a d20. If you get a natural 1, that's 2 fails. If you get a nat 20, that is a instant succeed. So just roll me like a straight d20
With no effects.
with no effects.
I put it up here.
Right, I've drawn it out. This is what's going on. So, Warren, Knife, and Rory are down in here, which this is a really small tunnel, which means that very difficult
That
for people to get down.
corner piece is
Yeah.
blocked off.
Okay, you can't get in the tunnel. The tunnel is now
Rory shoved
fully.
a ton of dirt in the way, so nothing else can get in.
Okay, the tunnel is now here. They are perfectly fine. Aaron's over there. You two were having your moments up there. Oh, wait, there's a little roof on here. There's a little roof. Some spikes.
I love your
Okay,
details.
I know.
So, Adira, you succeeded.
Oh, thank God.
There is still pain pulsing through your entire body. Ethor, you fall to the ground, screaming and crying, and you can either try and make another death saving throw.
Yes, please.
Power of the
Go
pit.
ahead.
Or we'll see. Or
We won't be able to hear this through the ground, would we?
You can
Oh.
hear it muffled.
Buddy, help me
Like,
out!
just sort of turning to Warren, going, pit, yeah.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah.
pick it.
I can dig another tunnel if we need it. Do you want another tunnel?
I think we're okay for now.
Can I dig another tunnel just in cases?
You can dig another tunnel just in case. I suggest going in the opposite direction of where they are.
Buddy, help me
Right,
out!
we're going down. I'm
Um,
having to redrawing this entire diagram again because it's going deeper.
Let's make a go to the crowd.
you can either
I-
roll me a death saving throw or take 2 fails.
I can't take 2 fails. I would be dead.
Your death saving throws reset after a long rest. How can you already be dead?
Because I failed 1.
Well, no, the one
We
would
just
equate to 2.
slept!
The one would equate to 2. So you can either re-roll, or
Wiggle.
the fail can
Wiggle.
be
Wiggle.
2
There we go.
fails. And you get closer to death.
Okay, I am actually confused now.
Just reroll, buddy.
I've made the tunnel bigger.
Well, I
Oh
got
my god.
10.
Oh my god.
What the hell? That looks like an organ.
So
Warren had a
At the
fun time digging.
stomach.
So that's where
Either-
it went from here to here.
you can either take another fail or re-roll.
Just
So
gonna-
your fails would equate to 2.
Oh, in total.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah, English problem. I don't understand it. Yeah, I rolled a 10. So that's probably another fail.
That's another fail.
Tunnel. Just
Warren!
update on the tunnel. This is where Aaron is. This is where Adria and Ethor is. And Rory and Warren and Knife have gone a little deeper to over here.
Yo, Warren, how much would you want for me to, like, helpfully get me dug down there?
Are you going to turn evil?
I don't think so? Question
Okay. Is Adira going to turn evil, Jax?
Adira, you can either choose to submit to the curse that is availing you,
Curse?
Or
use it, and roll another death saving throw. If you succeed, you will no longer have the curse. If you fail, the curse will take over.
Okay. If
So-
you succeed, I will let you in the pits. If you fail, sorry, no go. We
That's
can't
fine.
take that safety confirmed.
I will roll. It's the same things, right?
Like,
Do
there's
succeed,
quite a
will
bit of
succeed.
distance in these tunnels. I had a little fun. And a little
Yeah.
curvy and worvy because it's really difficult going up the way if it's curved. What is it?
Nat 20, baby.
That is
Okay.
Get me down that tunnel.
That is
I'm a
two
go-
succeeds, and the curse does not affect you.
Oh,
The mark on your neck completely fades. The pain you feel thrumming through your body fades as well as you watch Ethor still crying in pain. Ethor, did you make me another death saving throw? What did you do?
Well,
Want to yell something so I can let you in the tunnel? Go in. Okay, I'ma just go up to Adira, let her in the tunnel, bring her all the way down here, and block everything off.
so
Do we
what was
want to
my
drive
choices?
Aaron?
So you can you make a death saving throw.
Is that my only choice?
Or you take a second fail.
This is where we
Well,
are now.
that means nothing to me because I got an 8.
Oh, he's dead. Ethor.
Bye-bye.
Do me a favor, check your Discord.
I worry.
Right, Rory. Get your god over here, buddy.
Oh no.
Do we have to raise this child by ourselves?
Like, everyone but Ethor's in the pit.
All hear screams in agony.
Thor.
Oh no.
Tears drip down Rory's face. He shakes his head, muttering that he can't do it anymore. And he scrambles up.
You've got a bit of digging to do, my guy. Okay? There's a bit of digging.
He uses one of his spells to push all of the dirt out of the way
Okay, dirt's gone.
as he jumps up. I am trying to.
Okay, Brewery is now out of the pit, and the pit is very vulnerable.
So is Rory. I'm sorry. I think we got a little bit of climbing to get to.
Just look at all those tunnels. It's all squiggly.
Remind me if I ever need to hibernate for a year. Just go to you.
Just like had a little fun with the tunnels.
Just find the right spell.
Yeah. Just like if I ever need to make a house as Warren, I just need to find a decent patch of land and dig a tunnel system. Oh, Etho, no. Oh.
Don't you dare haunt me as well. I swear.
I do not want you haunting my sleep. You're enough of a pain as it is when you're alive. I don't need you dead permanently.
Wait, what happened to Twiggy?
Monkey.
Monkey! Oh no!
Wow, you guys really care. Yeah, thanks.
In fairness, Twiggy's a sort of new character, and we were all more focused on Steve.
By us, we mean you.
Can I?
Monkey is
Can I-
currently in the pit with Aaron. Because he's just kind
Okay.
of sitting in the corner, just like, I don't know what's
Mission.
going on. I don't like it. I don't want it.
Oh, so the monkey
Twiggy.
did me. Okay.
Twiggy and Aaron are in the first pit. Warren, Adira, and Knife are in the big pit.
Right, mission to save Twiggy.
Do you want me to go dig a tunnel to go get them?
Probably.
I'm gonna go dig a tunnel to go get them.
Although I'm not sure about Aaron.
Monkey or Aaron? And Aaron?
Monkey.
I suppose we can get both, and we can just stick Aaron in a second chamber, so we can just keep him there.
Do we know if Aaron's good? Hold on. I know his stiff.
Okay. I could build him a little. I can make a little tunnel place, and we can pop him in there and kind of put like a safety door in place. So if he goes nuts, he'll be stuck there. But if he's fine, we can go get him out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go dig the tunnel. Twiggy come joins us, and we're just gonna stick a tunnel off for Aaron to go do his thing. So he's stuck in here, and this tunnel is now collapsed.
I'm
Doesn't
concerned about
exist
how
anymore.
concentrated Jackson is at the current second.
This is the new tunnel.
Yes. You have evolved this tunnel so much.
I'm just
Last
having
time.
fun with this tunnel, I'm going to be honest. So this pit is now empty. Aaron is now stuck down here by his lonesome. Warren, Twiggy, Knife, and Adria are down here. Rory's up there with dead Ethor.
Okay.
I'm DE.
Ruri gets to. I just spent the last like 5-10 minutes looking for a new spell for Ruri when he already has the spell I want.
Oh, that's okay, buddy.
Ruri gets to
It's not revive the dead, is it?
It's spare the dying, actually.
Oh.
And just clutches over Ethor's stomach and chest, mutters as many words as he can possibly get out in one breath, and Ethor returns to himself, conscious, with only one hit point.
So is he not cursed anymore, or is he cursed but alive? Because he died for a bit?
You feel this thrum of energy in your back as you feel that the wound almost heals, and 2 new wounds scar their way down the sides of your back.
Mark 1 turn into Mark 2. Strike 2.
Okay.
Okay, Jumanji, calm down.
Should we go check they're okay? Or should we just wait in the pit and wait to see if we can hear anything from them? Yeah. Okay, just hand out would you like some snacks? Just so that it's sitting in the pit having snacks going, this is fun.
I'm just glad I'm not cursed.
There it is.
Could you imagine having to fight me? I'm sorry.
I'm just taking a picture of this pit, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm so proud of it.
I'm so proud of my pit.
Warren, truth, if we ever settle down, which I don't think will ever happen, but if we ever settle down, can we please build an underground bunker?
Oh, of course, yes.
Okay.
My gnome self must.
Just somewhere.
We could have swinging axes and tunnels underground.
I like your magic words. Yes.
I like your words, magic words. I'm just going for safety. Did I nick some of the? I'm saying I nicked some of the spikes that were in the Aaron Twiggy thing, and I've stuck them in the tunnels just randomly on the way back. So there's just random spikes.
Okay.
Here we go.
Adira, you are avoiding sticks which have been sharpened to their life's ends.
It's not in the bit we're sitting, but it's the tunnels to get to the bit. So we're all fine, but to get here, you need to go through a bit of windy tunnels that are quite small, past a possible maybe angry werewolf and some spikes. You also have to dig part of it out because a lot of it's collapsed. So have fun with that.
I'm just gonna sleep.
We're just gonna nap on the ground.
I'm okay with it, honestly.
Sleep.
You can nap, I'll hold guard. We can do shifts.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about what would happen if I was cursed.
Oh shit. Okay. Where are you guys currently? No,
Pit.
Okay.
We are in the pit.
You're in the pit.
See here, pit.
Aaron's pit is definitely blocked off. Yes.
Definitely blocked off. Yes.
Why does it look like it's
you
not?
hear ripping clothes and a distinct howl
Get deep. Okay, we're collapsing tunnels. We're collapsing tunnels.
As Aaron's bones crack into place, and all that is left is Steve.
Steve! Like full on Steve?
I hate that you did that to us. I hate that you did that to us.
Well, he looks
Is
like
it like-
Steve. He's an angry Steve, but he's Steve.
Is he full on wolf Steve and not angry wolf Steve?
He's full on wolf. He is a little bit pissed off that he's in a very small hole.
With a monkey?
Can Warren go like check on the dude and like dig the little tunnel
And,
open to see if Steve's there?
You can
Little
from
friend.
the other side of the wall. You can hear Steve digging. Steve is a good digger. Steve is
Just like
good.
dig to Steve and just like yell through the dirt, Steve!
And you hear
Buddy.
this small
Steven.
yowl back. It doesn't sound threatening. It sounds
Okay.
actually happy. As Steve literally just pounds on top of like both massive paws on Warren's shoulders and just starts licking all over his face and trying to like look into his mouth and everything.
How have you not suffocated yet?
It's because air filters, because it's not like compacted dirt.
No. I
it's
mean
sort
against Steve. Steve is so big compared to you. He would just your lungs. Completely.
Okay. Well, Steve's now going to join us in our little pit here. So it's going to be Warren, Twiggy, Knife, Adria, and Steve.
Good luck.
We are fine. We're almost over half of us in our pit are animals. How's Rory doing? How is Ether doing? Is he okay?
Like how Ether was the last one you're worried about.
Like Rory is dad, and
What
Ether
about
is
Twiggy?
the stupid.
Twiggy's with us.
with us.
Good.
You're fine.
Everyone but Rory and Ether is in the pit.
We need father.
We need father, yes.
Father.
Oh, we're gonna have to go check on him, aren't we?
I will just hug Twiggy and call it a day.
Shall we just like yell up the tunnel and go, Rory?
Twiggy is
You okay?
currently in the pit where Aaron was. So she kind of squishes past the massive now wolf licking Warren still and just clambers up Adira and is just like sitting there shaking his little ass off.
I hug.
This is
I
where
hug
we're all
Twiggy
chilling
or
now.
Monkey.
We've all chilled in the final chamber. This is where we at.
You made your own dungeon.
Sorta.
Hold on, I need
It's got spikes in it. It's got collapsed tunnels. It's got weird windy bits. It's perfect.
I just offered to hug Twiggy, by the way, as just like a comfort, aka Monkey.
How is Rory and Ether in one piece?
Well, I can play Yarn. I almost didn't English.
Thor. I need you to do something for me.
Uh-oh.
And I need you to do it fucking quick.
Okay. Okay.
See that? Click it. Click it.
Well, I can't click it because it'll open up something. I have to copy and paste it.
Or
Okay. What am I looking for?
do what you need to do. Go down and you see the 3 options.
Yes. Yes.
So you got one that starts with P, one that starts with S, and one that starts with F. F is probably your worst option ever because it turns you into evil. So you can
Okay,
choose.
I looked at the wrong 3 things.
I'm sorry. Yes. Sorry. Please.
Okay. Wait, I should be. Ooh.
Okay.
I'm just double. Yes.
Yes?
Yeah. Yeah. May regret later, but I'll. Yeah.
Warren, buddy, we can hear your scribbles.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
This
I'm colouring
does
in,
not
but,
count as your one thing for a long rest. Because it's gonna magically happen, and we're gonna see if Rory doesn't get blinded. He does
Wait,
not.
what?
He does not. It's fine.
Oh, father's fine.
What?
Is-
Who? What? Glowing?
Dad is okay. We are okay.
Where are the rest of you currently? Are you still in the pit?
We're at the very bottom, buddy.
Again, we are in the
They're all in
pit. This bit specifically.
They are in the pit.
You are in the pit.
We're in the
We are in
floor.
the pit.
Well, you're about to miss something kind of spectacular. As
Uh-oh.
Safety
Thor,
first.
You stand up, incredibly shaky. The cuts on your back implode, and you feel this pure light in the center of your heart as your eyes begin to glow, and two incredibly large angel glowing wings bamf out behind you, and you float about 10 foot off the floor. Stay like that for
I'm
a
still
moment
nicking his feathers.
before your wings, you calmly drift back to the floor. The glowing stops, and your wings fold in on themselves and disappear into yourself.
Oh god damn it! Can't nick one of his feathers.
Oh my god, if we ever needed feathers, Ethor.
No.
Well, no, we don't just pluck him off of them. We take the
His
feathers that
wings-
have been removed and shedded, so we can turn them into, your stuff for your arrows.
His wings
Technically, you guys don't know this.
exactly made of feathers. If you
Oh.
were to see them, they would have been made of. They would have looked like feathers, but been made of pure light.
Man's god. Sorry.
Man has ascended.
I said, I'm out.
And that is where we're going to leave tonight's session.
Gonna leave with Ethor ascending, Rory being stressed out dad, and everyone else in the pit.
Whilst
Okay,
I'm emotionally hugging a monkey.
Just bored, is just being so chuffed and proud of his creation.
I am putting notes into my. Okay, I need to do notes right now.